Hi friends, I'm Prairie Vintage Jewelry. My name is Linda. I'm an energy intuitive reader here on YouTube, and I use spirit, my intuition, the tarot to communicate energies to you, beautiful viewer. Today's reading will be taking a look at a new beginning coming towards you. What sort of new energy? And I'm asking spirit for new energy. So this could be a rebirth, all right, of new energy. Or this could be absolutely completely new energy coming into your life. I don't know what we're going to see, although it is all new energy, but a rebirth could certainly be a new energy coming into an existing circumstance, or it could just be a new circumstance altogether that brings about new energy. So collective is going through a rebirth, going through something new here energetically, and we want to see what this is right here, right now. So we have 4 piles to choose from. We have all the aces in the tarot. We have the Ace of Swords as pile number 1, the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles for pile number 2, the Ace of Wands for pile number 3, and the Ace of Cups coming in for pile number 4. Please use your intuition to call you into whichever pile or card you are intuitively guided towards. There's no right or wrong. If you're drawn to more than one pile, it could mean different energies regarding different aspects of your situation coming in. So you could be drawn to one, none, or all. Absolutely fine. Please use your intuition to come up with something you will see or hear in this reading that will confirm indeed this is your pile, okay? Again, I like to make sure that your intuition is in line when these messages are being delivered to what it is that I'm communicating from spirit. And the only way really to confirm is if you are getting confirmation for yourself that something is aligning with your intuition. All right, so select whichever card you're drawn to, and the options will be in the description box and in the pinned comment. You could select from the timestamp there, and we have the layout, and we also have taking you directly to the message. All right, so take your pick and I will see you there. Hello, my gorgeous pile 1. You picked the Ace of Swords. Aren't you brave? All in line with truth, communicating truths. Absolutely beautiful. Ace of Swords is one of my favorite cards in the tarot, along with the Sun. All about clarity, absolutely beautiful. And sometimes it's a result of going through adverse situations and having to be sometimes very truthful in situations that might be painful. All right, so you picked the Ace of Swords. I have not used this tarot deck yet, so I'm super excited to do this reading using this tarot deck. And yeah, it is Fyodor Pavlov's tarot, in case you're wondering. But okay, so I pre-shuffle the oracle cards, have not looked at them. We're going to take a look at what new energy is coming in for you. Is it a rebirth in an existing situation? Is this something new situation? I don't know, but there's something new coming in, new energy, and I ask Spirit to only deliver the new. Okay, so I'm hoping to get only the new here. What that looks like for pile number 1, of course, as usual, use your own intuition to come up with a something that you're going to see. Okay, it could be a color, an animal, an object, anything really that you're going to see or hear, a phrase, a word, something here to confirm indeed this is your pile. Otherwise, there's no way for me really to confirm this is what new energy is coming in for you. Use your intuition and we will get started. Now, I won't go into each card so specifically until they're all laid out. That way you can skip ahead to bypass the layout here and get straight to your reading if you're interested in that. But we have the bone. We have Epiphany, number 13. We have discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. We have fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. We have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation with the number 6. We have the Sleeper, cause and effect, clarity. Interesting that you were to pick the Ace of Swords here. It's all about clarity. We have the Mystic with 21. We have the Castle, and this is 43. We have the Benevolent Guide, 57. We have Nutrition. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. And we have Proceeding Softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. All right. I am going to pull some tarot. Just making space here for the tarot. Super excited to use this tarot pack. I have not used it. We'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for pile number 1 in regards to the new energy coming in for pile number 1. What's this rebirth? What's this new energy coming in for pile number 1? Clear and concise for the highest, greatest good of pile number 1. Thank you so much, Spirit. I'm so blessed, so grateful for this message. And thank you so much, pile number 1, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. Just give it a good shuffly-doo-dah. All right. Lots of cards coming out here for you guys. Pile number 1, we have the Page of Wands. Beautiful energy. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Five of Swords. We have Seven of Pentacles. We have the Hermit, and we have the Nine of Cups. All right, make sure we're all in frame. Beauty. All right, let's take a look. Give me a bit to tap into this energy, and as usual, it may take a bit to get going here. If you're not resonating in the first, I'd say 4 minutes or so, then it could be this pile is not for you, although sometimes messages become clear as we go along. So just give me a second. Okay, so I feel there is something here that you've closed the chapter to, and I feel it was really painful here, but there is a new energy coming in for you of absolutely sticking true to whatever plan you've been trying to roll with, I feel here, and for whatever reason, it's been very difficult for you to stick to trusting yourself in moving forward, trusting yourself in your own ability to do what's best for yourself here, because of having to either do something that you might have not have really enjoyed, but there was almost a surrender here to allowing spirits to guide you and unfold you in a direction that you might have been resisting in the past because of the fact that it had to come with doing something here that I don't think you were prepared to or trusting would pan out in your favor. So it was difficult, and Spirit is confirming that because of the fact that you were able to understand the greater purpose here towards what you're supposed to be navigating to and having faith in that direction, although I think you might not know where you're steering into, I feel like you are being confirmed here by Spirit that everything you are doing however you are acting, whatever actions you're taking are really in line to laying a foundation of something that is coming in for you that is going to bring you abundance and happiness. Okay, this is something that's going to emotionally fulfill you. And I feel as though the challenge here has been an energy that just didn't seem to be resulting in anything fruitful for you. And you might have been really, really closed off, okay? Closed off to trusting that something fruitful was going to come, trusting that you're going to get some sort of fulfillment here, because I feel like you've been challenged with pretty much everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And I feel like there's been people, situations, circumstances here that have been a huge struggle. And kind of the final chapter closing here has allowed you to kind of have a safe place of stillness. And in this stillness, I feel like this is where the transformation is actually going to happen. And I don't feel as though you understand yet what this transformation all entails, because I feel like this is going to be something that happens quite sporadically, and it's going to change your perception here and provide you with the insight as to what it is exactly that you're supposed to be, why this has happened, where you're supposed to be going, why it is that you've been kind of thrown into this situation. And I feel like this has been a big question mark for you. Is like, why am I going through this? Why is this either dragging out, or what is the sole purpose here? What is beneficial? Why am I engaged in whatever situations that have been, you know, Five of Swords, that have resulted in really testing your patience, testing your endurance, testing your faith in spirit, testing your faith in intuition, testing your faith in, or your faith, I just said fate. This is definitely something that spirit is saying was fated to happen in order for you to roll out into your destined path here. But testing your faith in yourself. And also, the big one here was for you to really dive in deep, to get very certain with that Ace of Swords and clear about what your desire is, because I feel as though for a long time maybe you had an understanding of what your desire is and what would bring you happiness and what your truth is. And you might have been hanging on to a truth here, or an uncertainty or an understanding that was not in line with the deeper truth of who you are and where you were supposed to be guided here. You might have been putting up with situations that weren't satisfying, stuff that wasn't bringing you a deep sense of gratification and love. Okay, and you might have been kind of settling here due to either an energy of complacency, maybe fear in moving on from something or closing something or away from something, with a lot of hesitation. But I feel like the new energy here is a zest for an opportunity. And this opportunity is something you're absolutely going to love. And I feel as though there's an energy coming here that's going to speak directly to your heart. And it's exactly in line with what it is that you're in line with, at your true core here. Okay, your inner self, what it is that you've had time to sit in stillness to find truths about yourself here that I don't think you would have otherwise have found had you not experienced whatever this experience has been in the past. And I feel like it's been not just one sort of thing here. I feel like it's been ongoing for some time. It could be multitude of people, multitude of situations, could be one specific situation that just kind of kept on. And I feel like your dedication and your discipline to stay true to the path of your intuition and your blind faith really in yourself, guiding you towards what you're supposed to be doing here, and your dedication to that is what's leading you to have this awareness and this massive transformation that is happening for you. You're going to see something here a lot differently than I think you have ever in the past, and whatever is in the past is really going to be a shut, closed case here. And this is laying your foundation really for a solid start here. Okay, so I feel as though this is touching everything that you intake, into your life. So who you spend time with, what you engage with, what you eat, what you involve yourself with, whatever sort of energy you bring into your existence and around you and allow in your environment is something that is going to be in line with who you are deep inside here at your true core. I don't think it's having to navigate in the dark and trust something blindly. I think something becomes very, very certain and clear. And the painful part was this transformation, okay? Because I do feel as though in order for you to have this understanding, there needed to be an experience here. Spirit wants you to know that you're highly, highly protected here, and what you want and desire here is highly protected as well, and that there's an energy about you now to really understand when something's impeding or getting in the way of your desire, getting in the way of the truth here. I also feel like for a lot of you guys, there is an energy here of an ability to be more psychic, more in tune with spirit, and more not second guessing any sort of synchronicities, any sort of messages, any sort of downloads, dreams, intuition here. I feel like you've always had it, but maybe there was an energy here of you still not being sure, or you needing more confirmation. But now I feel as though it's direct with you in spirit. So for example, if you've been relying on, let's say, tarot readings, for example, here, I feel that you're bypassing a lot of what you might have been dependent on and going straight to spirit, and you're being guided, and you now assure yourself. You have the confirmation within yourself here because you have an ability to see things more intuitively and have more confirmation in your own ability, and what you're doing is actually in line with truth. So I feel like this energy has been forming, but it's been wobbly, and now there's this strong energy of that's kind of what is unfolding here. And it's unfolding because it's bringing in your path here. So it's a fresh energy that you kind of adapt here in order to allow something to come in that does speak to your heart, to your emotions, and it doesn't feel as though it's a labored investment here that you've been trying to put towards something that wasn't yielding any sort of results, that was laying the foundation, okay? And I do feel it is like this epiphany. It's like a sudden thing that comes to mind here that makes you see what it was all for, okay? That then you see why the transformation had to happen, why the death had to happen here in a situation, why the choices had to be made the way they were made, and why you had to be committed and dedicated down this path here in order to accomplish something despite your fears, despite you not knowing, okay? So this is the energy that I'm picking up here, although I don't feel as though it's in-depth enough about what this new energy is, or this transformation, and maybe this energy has been difficult for you to carry in the past, so that is new energy for sure. But what about it? Like, what is new here that is coming in? So let's ask Spirit if we can get some more information for pile number 1 right here, right now, in regards to this new energy coming in. If this new energy that number 1 is kind of adapting here, what is coming in energetically? What is external in their environment? What is coming in? We have the King of Swords flipping on the ground here. We have the Nine of Cups coming out again. We have the Knight of Wands. What is the new energy coming in towards pile number 1? We have the Ten of Swords. There's the King of Swords here. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. And a bunch of cards flying. Alright, so this one fell face down. Six of Pentacles. And these two fell face up. The Hierophant and the Three of Swords. Oh, Spirit and your messages. What do we have? Page of Coins, opportunity, an opportunity here where there was no opportunity. Okay, so this message is not going to be for all of you guys. In fact, this might be a painful message for you guys to hear, but Spirit would not deliver this message if it wasn't out there for somebody. Okay, so just take what resonates here. But this is becoming clear. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, there was a situation here in which there was no opportunity to open up the door here to something practical when it came to a relationship, okay? A give and take, a partnership, a balance kind of satisfaction here. And I feel both partners might have not have been completely fulfilled. And I have a feeling you weren't fulfilled here, okay? It wasn't bringing personal satisfaction, personal fulfillment. Funny, we see food here because we have this nutrition card, which was really you in taking only energy here that is, you know, like soul food that's speaking to you in a positive way here. And we see this this 9 of Cups. So what I'm really getting here from Spirit is that you're in a situation here, you weren't getting what you wanted. There was a lot of food being offered potentially, and not the type of food here that you should have been intaking. So either you weren't getting fulfilled by whatever was being delivered by an energy. And I feel like this energy was a King of Swords energy, okay? I don't feel this is your energy. I feel this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but somebody quite logical, somebody who could have been quite cold, somebody who could have been just acting in a way that made sense to them, but could have been very hurtful for you, okay? Because it could feel like someone with no feelings, or someone who wasn't interested in your feelings, only interested in bringing towards them what they wanted for themselves. So I feel like whatever food you were being delivered was not in line. So I feel you put an end to something here, okay? Because I feel like this King of Swords was unbudgeable and was held back and was playing it safe and would rather stick to logic and would rather stick to what they know here. And it wasn't moving. This was not moving, okay? There was a need for an opportunity here to have a balanced partnership and for you to have a takeaway here of getting what you want. And I feel there's an understanding here with the epiphany that you get very clear as to what soul food you're needing in order to have a balanced give and take, a partnership here, okay? For most of you guys, I feel it is in a relationship, but it doesn't have to be, okay? And I feel like you had to put an end to something here in order to chase up on what your desire is. Because what you really desired was the type of food, I use food as the analogy here, but that whatever you're being served is going to have to bring emotional fulfillment, okay? The other person is going to have to deliver some sort of cup here. And if the cup is food that's not in line with what you need, there's a recognition that you're only kind of wanting to chase up and entertain this, okay, in order to bring in balance. Because I feel that is what wasn't coming forward. And I feel what wasn't coming forward, the type of food you needed, was something that was practical, something that was being offered here in a practical way, like commitment. Because this person was really held back in moving forward with something practical here. So maybe they showed emotions, or maybe they were just not even showing the type of emotion that allow there to be practical movement. But either which way, I feel like there was something here missing from whatever food you were getting in this connection that resulted in an ending. Okay, and it resulted in an ending because I do feel as though this person was really held back and it caused a lot of heartbreak. And this heartbreak, I feel, is being felt on both sides. But I feel like you've closed the chapter and you're learning to get past having to heal yourself from having dealt with maybe someone's, again, words, intentions, or actions as a King of Swords that wasn't allowing there to be a higher level of commitment. And that the choice that they made and maybe potentially choosing some other level of commitment here, some other value system, potentially choosing whatever was more in line, like the Hierophant and the King of Swords. This is somebody who's always going to choose, you know, the logical path here in their appearance, in what is expected of them, out of their, whatever it may be, out of their peer group, their structured system, what their family expects of them, their church, their beliefs. They're going to be really stuck to this, okay? They're going to be really, really held back to this sort of an energy, and I feel like it's caused a lot of heartbreak for both of you guys in this situation. In fact, it's resulted in this ending. So what I feel like Spirit is bringing this up here, one is confirmation if you're relating to this story, then what Spirit is saying is there's an opportunity here for you to bring in balance, okay, for you to get emotional fulfillment here. And I feel as though I'm not seeing the Three of Cups, which would indicate a reconciliation, but I am seeing a Three of Swords here, okay? And when I see threes, for me, it's generally talking about an energy that is getting in the way of you and a specific person. And I feel like this Ten of Swords is talking about the ending of a third party. And the third party is the Hierophant. This person has been really pulled away here because of this Hierophant, this tradition, this value, whatever they're committing themselves to over and above this connection, okay, which I feel really caused this connection to be in balance. Your focus, your dedication on your soul food, on what you need in order to transform and close the door to the past and leave that in the past and trust your actions to move forward, has led to this person being very clear that they're having to put an end to a Hierophant here in their life. And this sort of a pain is one in which someone's going to realize where their dedication, to something here has caused heartache in their own life. And there has to be an end, okay? There has to be an end to either a value system or something here that wasn't working out in order for them to address this. So I don't know if this adds some closure for some of you guys, but I do see here they're kind of intermeshed. There's an enmeshment here of this energy and your energy. And this is new energy for this person, because I feel like putting an end to, a Hierophant here is something this King of Swords has not ever really been in line with. So there's definitely some sort of situation here that is bringing in a new energy. And I do feel like you stick to wanting balance. I feel like you stick to being served what it is that brings you happiness. I do feel like you wanted some sort of practical commitment here that I feel never came. And I feel like the ending here resulted in sort of this energy shift. Five of Cups. This is looking back in regret. This is somebody who regrets the sort of the ending of a connection, and they're looking back at why it didn't work. Now we are seeing a Three of Cups here, and here we see the Two of Cups. So what I'm really seeing is someone looking at their Hierophant, the Three of Cups, the third energy here that led to heartbreak, their commitment here, their dedication to something here. Like I said, it could be anything from their ideology to a value system here, to maybe a family structure, a tradition, something they valued or put above. Could be work, with the Pentacles here that was getting in the way of this connection. And I see that they know it's resulted in an ending because all three cups are spelled. So not only is this relationship standing, but there's a need to take a look at why this Hierophant kind of got in the way. So you see the two cups here still standing. Okay, so this person is focusing in on where there's pain. And generally after a Five of Cups, when we come out of it, we recognize, we go into like a Six of Cups here, where we recognize the meaning that the other person, place, thing, connection, whatever it was, the Six of Cups really speaks to us because it is something we're familiar with. And it's also, six is all about balance. So I feel like there's an energy here, and I know this is more about, this person, because I feel is an enmeshed energies here, where there's going to be a recognition that the Two of Cups, that could have, you know, been standing here, where both parties could have had their own emotional fulfillment, would have been bringing in balance to a situation here that was fairly imbalanced. Okay, so right now this energy is focused on the spilt. 3 cups, third energy, and I feel like there's this focus on that. So pile number 1. I feel you're enmeshed with an energy here. You're coming over an ending here. You're being asked to trust your decision here and moving forward, moving towards your own 9 of Cups. I feel like whatever energy is here is still reflecting, reviewing, feeling some sort of regret, feeling some heartache, understanding that there needs to be an ending to either a mindset here, if they're wanting to resolve any sort of balance here. Okay, if they're wanting a 9 of Cups here in this situation, in this partnership, because I feel there was an ending. Okay, so this is more about them. They're under there, the 10 of Pentacles. That is the legacy. That is going from being really trying to hang on to something in a practical way and allowing ourselves to come into balance so that we can build to a 10 of Pentacles. This stands the test of time. These are 2 families that can unite or come together, 2 people building their own family here, their legacy, their future, their retirement. Okay, stability, commitment, long-term. Okay, long-term in a balanced way. So I think that's where the root of the matter is here, and I feel like you're having to put this behind you. You're trusting your intuition. The new energy here is the energy you're adapting, really, or adopting here in your own self, which is trusting your guides, trusting your intuition, allowing yourself to be disciplined, to follow in that despite fears. Okay, I feel you've had this epiphany that this is the path. This is where you're supposed to be going here. Regardless if this person gets on track or not, you can't be in a state of the sleeper, which is, I feel your person was sleeping here in this connection. Okay, cause and effect. Because they were unable to provide some sort of energy here that was keeping you kind of stagnant, I feel like you were stagnant, but you're getting very clear, epiphany, clarity, truthful. You've communicated truth. You're moving forwards. And this is the energy you're going to adapt here, regardless of where this person sits, because free will, this person can sit in a 3 of Swords here, recognizing what they have not done or what they have not chose or what led to an ending, and still sit there. Okay, so I can't promise you this person is changing, but I do feel like this is bringing awareness. This is bringing in new energy, and you're being asked to just trust yourself, your guides, and what you know to be true here with the Ace of Swords. All right, so if you haven't spoke your truth, it is time to do so. And this is laying a foundation here for the future, and you are highly protected here. Okay, I will see you soon. If you were drawn to another pile, please visit us there. If not, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. You picked the Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful Ace of Pentacles with the wheat. Let's get into your reading. I pre-shuffled the oracle cards. You can skip ahead while we do the layout here of your cards. We're going to get into what is this new energy? What is this rebirth? Now, is this a rebirth in an existing situation, or is this completely some new situation? Either way, it's new energy, either being breathed into an existing situation that is new and fresh, or it could certainly be something completely new altogether. I don't know what we're going to see, so I ask that you use your intuition to come up with a something you're going to see or hear in this reading that will confirm this message is for you. All right, so it could be an animal, a color, an object, whatever it is, a word, a phrase, something here, a song that might come up, because there's no way for me really to confirm that this is new energy for you unless you're using your intuition. So let's take a look at what this is all about. We have the ocean. We have the tree of life with the number 35. We have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. We have 61, turkey spirit, give with gratitude and grace, or the number 7. We have 41, or the number 5, with Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around. We have the Spy Master, knowledge and distrust. Sorry, I don't know what I just said. Knowledge and distrust with the Spy Master. Okay, looks like a ring here on this person's finger. And a key. All right. The Empty Room. 42 might be significant. The number 6, and 42 comes after 41, so there is some sequence happening here. Numbers in succession. Okay, we have Resin. 38. We have Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Interesting. We have Expecting Miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. And we have Dwelling in Truth. I stand in the light of truth. Okay. So, let's pull some tarot here. I'm going to do that so we have some room. Let's pull some tarot here. And this is the first time I'm using this deck on this channel. And I'm absolutely thrilled to be using this deck for what's new, what's coming in new, using a new deck. This is the Fedor Pavlov's Tarot, or Fyodor Pavlov's Tarot, in case you're wondering. So Spirit, clear and concise for pile number 2. What is this new energy about for pile number 2? What is this new energy coming in for pile number 2? What is this rebirth, this new energy? Clear and concise for the greatest and highest good of pile number 2. What do they need to know? Thank you so much, Spirit, and thank you so much, pile number 2, for allowing me to tap into your beautiful energy and the energy around you at this time. Okay. We have Justice. We have the Three of Wands. Talk about travel. Okay. Just making a room here. And we have the Page of Swords. I feel one more here. One more card. One more from the tarot. All right. Look at that. The Ace of Coins coming out. And the Ace of Coins is all about manifesting what we've been dreaming about here in the 3D world, coming into fruition. Very interesting that you picked the Ace of Pentacles for your card. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Eight of Wands, travel again. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, pile number 2. This has to do with movement. This has to do with travel. This has to do with a new environment for you. All right. I think you've been maybe fighting something here for some time, or at least not allowing yourself to explore a new environment here. You're maybe getting bored with your environment. Maybe you're in the same hometown. Things were kind of still. Things were not moving. Things were complacent. Maybe things were becoming very boring. Maybe you felt there was a need to have some zest, some enjoyment back in life, some thrill, some sort of growth here, okay? And growth that speaks to your heart, growth that feeds your creativity, growth that makes you excited here. And I feel like you might have been kind of in an energy of putting up with or not moving forward here. Maybe it could have been because there was no real way of, real way. There was no opportunity, or you felt there wasn't an opportunity to make something happen or move out of an energy, or you just distrusted that you were going to flourish elsewhere. Because, let's face it, right? Having a move or pulling ourselves out of our comfort zone or environment and going somewhere new could be scary here to go explore. But I think if you're in this energy and what you're not really seeing here, this new energy, there's something coming in here that is allowing you this opportunity to travel, to get out of your environment. And this is kind of the beginning of planting a seed for your future that I think is going to be very long-standing. And I think it's going to be a huge, significant milestone in your exploration here. I feel you're really, really going to enjoy it. So if you're second guessing, because you might be in the early stages of contemplating where you're going to move to, or if you're moving here, because I feel like there's some sort of energy that is held in your mind space that might have provided you comfort, but it's kind of stagnant. It wasn't growing. So I feel like this move, okay, now this doesn't have to be completely across the ocean or something. For some of you guys, this is a complete move, like really, like across continent even, but it could just be a move in general that's going to allow you to get out of whatever state that you have been in here. And you're actually going to be given this opportunity. So if you didn't have the financial means to do so, this is coming. If you were kind of contemplating because it was more of an energetic energy here and you getting kind of in the mood to do so, that is coming. And I do feel like it kind of brings you back on track to getting in line with where you're supposed to be going in your life's purpose here, because I do feel it's been stagnant and held back. I feel like there is a lot of excitement here, but I do feel like you're maybe in the questioning stage for quite some time, questioning whether this is right for you, questioning whether this location or even the move or how to go about this. But I feel like there's these preliminary questions you're kind of getting certain about, because I feel like you already understand that this is something that is going to bring you peace and growth. Okay, so I feel there's going to be kind of an acceptance here of information that comes to you that allows you to finally, and it could very well be this reading, I don't know, that confirms, but information here, something coming into you that finally allows you to release any sort of hesitations that you have or questions about whether you should allow yourself to finally just let go and move on or be free or take this jump here towards something new, a new environment. And it could be because we're hanging on to our old friends or old hometown or old home, whatever this energy is here that's kind of imprinted in our heart space here. But I feel like there was no growth, there was no movement, there wasn't anything that we were allowing to grow here because it was kind of stagnant or feeling stagnant. I do feel like there's a connection here to the people. Could be your family, but Spirit's wanting you to know that there is a deep sense of love here, and there is still a connection here with your friends or your family that can't be kind of taken away here, but it does allow for you to have growth for yourself. And whatever connections you have, it also allows there to be strength in still maintaining what matters here, even though you might be pulled away, or even though you might be at a distance from these people, or if you're not really far from these people, but it's a change in routine. So if you're relocating jobs here, you might be leaving your group of friends here, that you've worked with, but there is a sense of, kind of missing these people, or thinking maybe you won't see them, or that things will yeah, there's like a heaviness here. But I feel like you allow yourself to see the greater purpose here in the growth of what this means to you. Okay, and I do see here some information coming that kind of throws you over the edge of finally confirming that indeed this is the right thing, and this is bringing in the right thing at the right time for you, that I think solidifies this for you and allows you to let go of any sort of hesitations that you have. Okay, there's a piece of information here that becomes clear that I think you uncover. Yeah, a piece of knowledge, a piece of wisdom here that comes to you, that then you kind of get more fired up to understand that this is exactly what's supposed to be happening. So let's ask Spirit for some more. I know this is a specific message, but I feel like you've wanted to kind of embrace this energy, but there's been resistance potentially to accepting this as a truth. Spirit, what more information does pile number 2 need to know about this new energy? What sort of information does pile number 2 need to know? Anything in regards to this piece of information that might be coming that will help them? Anything further? Thank you so much. We have the Hangman. I feel like you've been in that state for quite some time of limbo, trying to gain a better perspective. This is all about getting enlightened. So I do feel like you do get a piece of information. You get enlightened as to finally being able to pull the trigger here and move forward. There's the Four of Wands. Okay, that's like our soul family here. That's a rite of passage. The Two of Cups. Okay, why is this Hangman here? Why is this Hangman here? We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Nine of Wands. And we have the Ace of Wands at the bottom. Some of you guys might have been drawn to pile number 3. This might be confirmation from Spirit to go check out 3. I don't know if they're connected. I haven't recorded 3 yet. But maybe something, okay? But if not, don't feel obliged to do so. I just feel like you're finally hit that point where I think you were waiting for either the other shoe to drop or for you to get this inspired thing to finally get fired up to make this move. And I think that you were in the energy maybe of it wasn't going to really come into play. So this really is like a miracle here, because I feel like you've been in limbo for quite some time contemplating, and I feel you're enlightened with some information where you were really held back, you know, in the comfort zone. Again, not allowing there to be growth, not allowing yourself to flourish, not allowing yourself to go to the next phase in your life, a milestone here. And this could be a marriage card even, right? So I feel like you're getting closer to your soul family here. And whatever you've experienced in the past, you know, is very blessed here, because I feel like you had an experience that you remember, that you hold close to your heart, but it's almost like you've outgrown whatever this is here. So you contain pieces of this memory, but I feel like there's a need to make new memories here, or come together here. Come together here for your own rite of passage to the next phase that I feel was fearful. You know, someone who is kind of not wanting to risk something here, because we might be more sticking to what we know rather than what we are unsure about here. There's something we had to release here. And so I feel like the decision to do this and to choose this new energy here, to come together, to come into union here, and it could very well be a move to get closer to somebody. Okay, or at least to bring harmony here in your life with the people around you that are going to provide you growth, because I feel like your soul family here is what's allowing you to grow. We saw the ocean here. This is all about something that speaks to you emotionally, in the depths of your emotion, allow you to grow, to heal, to provide this legacy for yourself. Okay, and this is family. It's giving me family. And it also provides you with a very, I'm hearing vitality and health. Something about this strengthening your health, because maybe you're more in line with not being stressed out or following in your what your emotions are wanting you to do. But I feel there's some healthiness that comes with this. But I feel like making this decision was difficult here because there was a heavy guilt here, maybe in leaving a friend group or leaving a something. There's something you distrusted about this new environment, and it might have been because of letting go of something here. So the state of limbo persisted until you got enlightened with some information here. So I feel like you're kind of this energy, this wounded warrior. This is the spiritual warrior, okay, where we've gone through the battle here. We've gone through a difficult battle here. Like, look at this guy. He's missing a leg. He's a broken arm. I feel like something about your health, okay, is going to flourish here when you finally get enlightened in taking down whatever resistance you had here, and not allowing yourself to cut yourself down from whatever state of limbo in order to move forward. Because I feel like you were kind of protecting something here, but I feel like it, whatever environment you were in was now contributing to the erosion of who you are, or who you were, because not only was it a state of maybe complacency, but eventually it was getting to your health. And yeah, and I think that's the information here that I feel you finally kind of see. And I feel like it's a state of confusion here at some point, uncertainty, because of not trusting here, not trusting to see some sort of light or some sort of intuition, trusting, like I said, the spiritual warrior trusts in some sort of greater truth here, despite maybe having a lot of confusion, okay, because we're throwing in a lot of energies we're wanting to hang on to here. So I feel you get inspired here, okay? And I do feel as though this puts you closer with your soul family, with whatever person, people, next phase, milestone. You get enlightened here. You understand that being held back, playing it safe was restricting you and causing you to suffer here. There's that sort of same energy, okay? 7 of Wands. We're either defending your ground here or position here. And we might have been defending this position for quite some time, and it resulted in us, you know, in being in this kind of state of energy. And I see that there's vitality to be had here, but we might have been fighting against it, and it's kept us kind of frozen in time. It restricted us from growing. Some polar energies here, okay? So I feel like there are memories, there's beautiful things here that you're bringing with you, but very restricted. Whereas I feel you're needing to, well, you don't need to anything, but I feel like your soul, your desire here in your core, you're wanting growth, you're wanting to heal, you're wanting vitality, you're wanting to expand beyond what your hometown, your existing environment was able to provide here, making something out of nothing is left here to explore, okay? So that is what I see for you guys. Beautiful pile number 2. That's the new energy coming in for you guys. So I hope this resonated for you. If you're drawn to pile 3 or any other pile for that matter, go check that out. Of course, only if you're called to do that. If not, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment so I know if this resonated, how it resonated. I love you very much. I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, my spectacular pile number 3. You picked the Ace of Wands. Absolutely beautiful fire energy, full of enthusiasm. Love, love, love this card for you guys. Pile number 3. Let's take a look. You guys might have come here from pile 2. I don't know, but this came up in pile 2. So there might be a correlation. I don't know yet. We haven't seen. Only if you're drawn. Let us take a look here. Beautiful pile number 3. I will put the Ace of Wands back in the deck because we will be using that tarot. That is the Fyodor Pavlov's Tarot that I'm using for the first time here for this pick a card. Absolutely love using new decks. So I am going to put in the timestamp here. I'll take you directly to the layout if you want to get into your reading. If not, we will pull these cards kind of together here. I've already pre-shuffled but have not looked. We want to make sure you're using your intuition to come up with a certain thing you're going to see, an object, an animal, a color, whatever it may be, or hear a phrase, a word, a song, something here that's going to confirm to you, indeed, this is your pile. Okay, so feel free to zoom into the cards, use your intuition to see if this message is for you. Try not to make it fit. If it calls out to you and it's resonating, then this is indeed your pile. All right, so we're looking at what's new as far as energy coming into being. This could be a rebirth in an existing situation here with new energy, or just a new situation, new energy all together for you. What is it? Let's take a look and see what Spirit wants to communicate. So we have metal. We have house. Ooh, and it says sold. Interesting. Metal, house, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. I'm feeling a strong connection here to pile number 2. I know we haven't laid all the cards down here, but you might want to go check it out. We'll see. But so far it's feeling pretty tied. Okay, so 38. Number 11. 11 is always a destined ascended master's number here. Okay. Lizard spirits dream the world into being. Soul family is what I heard here. Dream the world into being. Okay. We have the founder, foundations, and community. Yeah. When I heard soul family, of seeing, well, 11 here, it gives me 1111, which is our, the Four of Wands, which is coming into union. It's our soul family coming together here. This is giving me heavy Four of Wands with the founder, foundations, and community. Interesting. And that did come up for pile 2. We have Eros, and this is 71, or the number 8. Yeah, I think this is taking quite the courage here, pile number 3. Venus, this is 4. Look at this mouth is holding a gem. Holding a gem. Okay. We have family. Oh my goodness, you guys. Community, foundations, family. I heard soul family here. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. Okay. House. And we have renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling my life. Getting rid of clutter. Okay. If you haven't seen pile 2, maybe you might want to go check that out. Okay, I don't know which comes first, this energy or the other one, or they're in tandem here, but definitely connected to 2. I want to read this Eros, but first we're going to ask Spirit. Okay, we're going to ask Spirit to get clear and concise here for beautiful pile number 3. What's this energy about? What's this new energy for pile number 3 that they're encompassing? What's this rebirth? What is this energy about? What do they need to know? Clear and concise for the highest and greatest good for pile number 3. Thank you so much, Spirit. I am so blessed to deliver this message. Please protect me in pile number 3 as we channel and deliver this message. And thank you so much, pile number 3, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so grateful. All right, we have the Queen of Wands. So fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the 3 of Wands, also came out in pile number 2, and that is all about travel. All right, movement. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the Sun. Yeah, I'm feeling pile 2 heavily. Okay, also more Leo energy coming out here. I'm feeling heavy fire coming from here as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So definitely, and you picked the Ace of Wands as well. Okay, so if you're not Aries, Leo, Sag, you either have it in your birth chart, or this is the type of energy you're embracing, which is very go-getter, emperor, direct type energy, okay? King of Swords. King of Swords. That is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Okay, let's read the arrows before I get into the intuitive part here, because it's going to provide us with some sort of guidance around this card that might shed some insight here. 71. Okay, I went way... Oh, no, not way. It's right over here. Okay, so pile number 3. Eros, or Eros. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. It says, love as desire, eroticism, and sensuality. Though Eros can be depicted as unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Eros reconnects us with the primal longing to merge with another human being. Nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Eros allows us to momentarily unite. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart, and remember, though a way is circuitous, you are always being led towards its center. When in light, it means passion, playfulness, sexual health. When dark, madness, projection, and obsession. Okay, my goodness. Pile number 3. These cards, so powerful. I love, love, love my subscribers here. Your energy is constantly here. I feel you guys, okay? I feel you here. And what I didn't say in pile number 2, and I hope some of you guys have come here, I feel there is something impacting your health, okay? And it's impacting your health here in a way. This is specific for some of you guys, not all of you guys, but it is in a way because either mental health, something here that you've been denying yourself of exploring, okay? And what was coming through again was that rite of passage. So you could have been, this is side note here, okay? You could have been entertaining a situation here, maybe with somebody, or entertaining something kind of as a fantasy. Okay, this goes for pile 2 as well. Maybe a fantasy of something that would never come to fruition, or something about a desire here, but it was more of a pie in the sky connection, or an understanding of something that you'd desire for but was not meant for you, or never could be yours, or something like that. That I feel like you're now entertaining something here that is serious, because I feel like you've been depriving or denying yourself of something. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Pile number 3. What does all this mean? Well, I feel as though you should watch pile 2. Pile 2. You're having a recognition here that you might have been living under one sort of guise of illusion, okay? And it could have been illusion to yourself, where you're putting in your time, you were dedicating yourself, but I feel it was restricting your growth. And it was restricting your growth here, and maybe on the outside it perceived to be practical and okay, and it was serving a purpose here. But I feel like you come into an enlightenment and an awareness, and I think something's kicked you into high gear here. Something you've experienced, a loss, okay? Maybe a relationship that didn't quite work out here, or some sort of hurt, or a friendship here that I feel maybe you're tied to in some way, but you're exploring your new soul family here. I feel like you're tied to a newness here, okay? And the newness here coming with that Ace of Wands is a desire to seek more for yourself that I think maybe you haven't really dreamed of attaining for yourself. And in order to do this, there has to be kind of a realization and a recognition of what's not working here, and that you are the captain of your own ship, that you're going to dream this new world into being, but you have to move towards it and you have to get active here. Now, the Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily move so much as she manifests and bring towards her what she desires here with her power. So I feel you have this power to manifest something here for yourself. And I feel like at some point you've been putting in energy and effort into something here that didn't amount to something. So now you embrace an energy of getting inspired because you know what it is you desire for yourself. And I feel like you're laying the foundation in order for this to manifest. And I feel like there is some movement here. Okay, there could be travel involved, but I feel this is bringing you closer to your soul family, your tribe, this rite of passage. There's an energy of what is supposed to be happening here in your life is unfolding here, but it takes some action, and it takes you getting out of a fixed energy and into more of a, and I know this is metal, but I'm getting like liquid metal out of this. Okay, so wherever you are fixed, wherever you are kind of keeping it together, whatever you are kind of day in, day out in a practical way of being sort of this fixed cog here, because we're seeing the Four of Pentacles in pile number 2, this safe energy of day in, day out practicality. I feel like you have to become this liquid metal. This is giving me magician energy, okay? This is giving me Mercury energy, and that is Gemini and Virgo energy. But Mercury energy is all about communication, and it's about getting really wise and smart. Okay, and sometimes we have to really play devil's advocate here and getting what we want, and we have to shape ourselves. We might be having to get out of shape, out of our standard shape, heat things up in a way to move in a way that's going to form how we need to get to a situation which might have seemed impossible, or it might seem impossible for us to form ourselves, to heat ourselves enough to want to change. So you might be a very fixed energy here. You might be an earth sign, a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn here, or at least lived a very kind of fixed practical life here, where maybe asking you to get into sort of a liquid metal in order to form something here out of a heat. And I feel this heat is a desire to change, a desire to make a difference here, to accept the responsibility for your life has been what you've made of it up to this point. And I feel like it might have been impacting your health and your growth for sure. And the people around you have been maybe restricting you from growth, although I feel very loving, because I feel there is a strong sense of love here for existing family. I feel like there is a family 2.0 or something here, okay? There's like another soul family, or there's like a growth here, and maybe some of your family is coming with you. I don't know, but this is a new phase. I feel like you're having to, some of you guys, sell your home, up and leave your home, your abode, okay? Or keep your home, but understand there's another family, there's another home here for you. And you might have to adapt, but you get so heated up with this Ace of Wands, so inspired, that you're going to want to dream this new world into being, that I think you cannot resist the sensuality here, this desire, okay? And I think the natural energy here coming in, which is this new energy, is you learn to remove things here in your life that are holding you back. Anything that might have appeared to be perceiving like it was something that, you know, was working on the surface needs to be maintenance. I'm getting copper from this, and the copper sort of energy needs consistent maintenance, you know, needs to be tended to. And I just feel like the constant tending to whatever area you were feeding was into an image of outside perception, but it wasn't feeding the core, and wasn't getting better here. But I also feel like you're being pulled to something you're really highly attracted to. The Ace of Wands could literally be somebody you're being called towards, okay? You're attracted to at the Ace of Wands. That could be the male genitalia, someone you're really attracted to. Now, if it's not, it's something that's giving you this fire in your belly, this desire, okay? Venus is all about this outside appearance here, and I feel like, yeah, you're attracted to whatever this new life, this desire, but you're also getting enlightened about what your future could look like here. And it's pulling you in. Okay, so foundation, I feel like there needs to be a look at an existing foundation where it's been fixed but full of clutter, or potentially people or things that haven't been working, and we're having to kind of reorganize. And if we don't want to reorganize, then we kind of have to embrace a sort of a more fluid type energy. And this energy involves us communicating, involves us kind of playing, again, devil's advocate, or embracing a type of energy that allows us to be adaptable, to form in a way that brings us closer to what we want for ourselves for the future, what we want to build, the people, the desire, because we know there's growth here. And I feel it stemmed from an experience here of feeling held back, or a feeling of experiencing something that made us feel at a loss, or like we're losing out on something, or giving up on a piece of ourselves. We're not experiencing something. We're not experiencing that relationship. We're not experiencing that growth. We're not experiencing that friendship. We're not experiencing that creative pursuit here. Okay, and for some of you guys, it could be you're chasing up on some musical adventure here, or some creative adventure here that's going to allow you to pursue your musical career. Okay, that's coming through for actually quite a bit of you guys here. There's something here about a creative pursuit here. It puts you in line with your spiritual family. You might have been very logical as well in the past, which has really kind of kept you in an energy of opposite of this, which is, you know, kind of seeing the logical side of things, and it didn't really allow there to be a flexibility here. But I also feel like you're getting really wise, and you're also questioning your own logic here, because I feel like, you know, your future kind of rides on this. And in order for your ships to come in for yourself, for there to be growth, I think there's an awareness that you need to start thinking differently here. And where you've been very fixed or held back by a logical thought here, it's like you need to adapt. You need to mold your thoughts in a way that allows there to allow your ships to come in, to bring towards you some manifestation here. Okay, like you're dreaming this world into being. And I think you take accountability here, that you've been kind of captain of your own ship, like I said. So if you've been surrounded with people or circumstance here that might appear in one way, but it's not fulfilling, or now restricting, or not allowing you to bring in something here that you are now wanting as your son, okay, as your calling, something here you're really wanting for yourself. You're no longer wanting to invest in an area that isn't bringing that to you, that contentment, that joy. You're now seeing it differently. And I do feel it stems from a dissatisfaction here, and it could be the dissatisfaction in your current environment. Okay, so you're contemplating, how do you build a foundation? From the Three of Wands comes the Four of Wands, okay? So the Three of Wands, we're waiting for ships to come in. We're planning the foundation. Maybe we're selling our home. Maybe we're changing our mindset. We're decluttering. We're recognizing what's not working, because we want to build this foundation. The Four of Wands, we want to get in touch with the community. The Four of Wands is coming into union, coming together. Okay, it could mean marriage, could be in celebrations with our soul family or soul tribe. Yeah, let's look and see. Maybe your foundation's been kind of riding on other people, okay, or riding on a foundation here that might have been family at some point, but it's kind of like now you're wanting to build your own family, because we were seeing, again, in pile number 2, that 10 of Pentacles, which is all that, I think we were, I don't know, maybe I dreamt that up, but I'm seeing like your legacy, okay, your foundation, your stability. So let's see if we could see some more here for pile number 3. What more does pile number 3 need to know about this, Spirit? What does pile number 3 need to know in regards to this new energy? What do they need to know, Spirit? Clear and concise, right here, right now, in regards to this new energy. We have the Hangman. Yeah, that came out in pile number 2, coming out again. We have the Knight of Wands. I do believe that one came out as well. All right, so let's keep going. What do they need to know? What more do they need to know? Information that's going to provide clarity, guidance. we have death. And Spirit wants all the cards upright here so we can pick up more of the energy. All right, and we have the Five of Cups in the same position again. We have the the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Okay, more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And Scorpio, Pisces energy. Okay. So, I think you guys have been very, very practical. Very practical, and it's kept you limited. And again, I see a wheelchair, something with health, okay? So you were, I feel like there was a piece of your either mental health, your physical health, or an aspect of yourself that wasn't thriving, wasn't explored, wasn't being lived. And you were dedicating yourself to an environment here, okay, that was okay in a practical way because it was serving a purpose, but it was holding you back and restricting your health and restricting your growth. So it's been slow and you've been dedicated and committed to this, but I feel like you've experienced some sort of suffering here, or at least now there's an enlightenment here and there's a desire to follow a passion, okay? And I feel like you might have been in a period of limbo for quite some time here, non-movement, okay? Because, I mean, this is the slowest moving knight in the deck, and this is non-movement because we're needing to gain a better perspective or get enlightened about our situation and see things differently. And I feel like that's the newness here, is you embrace this fiery energy that we keep seeing. And I don't think you've been able to act on your fiery you know, this is somebody who takes inspired action, act now, think later type energy, live a little, go towards something here. And I feel like you gain the confidence to do this. You kind of go from, you know, a Knight of Pentacles here that's been slow going and practical and, you know, more focused on if it's working in a practical way, to I'm going to go after living. I'm going to go after creating my dream world into being, my passion, my desire, my world. The world is in my hand. It can be built in the way that I desire, but I need the confidence to move forward. And that's exactly the confidence you embrace. There's a death here. There's a transformation in your energy from either an earth type energy where you're practical and fixed, to a fire energy that is able to adapt and really kind of challenge yourself to encompass an energy of adaptability towards getting closer to your passions or pursuits, and a confidence that I feel something's transformed your confidence. You've experienced some sort of loss here, or a regret, or seeing something that didn't work out. And it might be in pursuit of, like I said, another person, or finding balance in your creative pursuits, chasing up on a creative passion here, a desire that you know is more in line with your future, okay? This confidence is new for you. And that's the first card here. So because this is the new energy coming for you, it's this new confidence in self, which comes with a sadness, because the sadness is maybe having to part with what we know as family, or a friend group, or a work situation, or, you know, it's like our family that we've built a structure with here, but we're being called to build our own family, or our own future, our own passion, our own creative pursuit here at the expense of parting ways because we were held back. And I do feel like it was physically holding you back in something here, okay? So I don't feel like it's an energy of, you know, being led by your man parts here, solely because you're attracted to some shiny object. I feel like you're building a foundation and a community here, and a rite of passage for yourself. And this is a huge transformation, because I don't feel as though, one, that you felt you were capable, or in an energy that was going to be able to pull this off, okay? But you certainly are. And there's something here that fires you up. It fires you up. It's your inspiration and your passion, okay? And it could be experiencing this loss, but I feel like this loss is more speaking about looking back on what might be lost and spilt, but it can no longer hold you back. Because if it holds you back, I feel your health here, an aspect of yourself is held back. And I don't feel you want that, okay? I feel you want to go after something here that dreams your world into being. All right, so I do see transformation for you guys. Beautiful pile number 3. Go check out pile 2 if you haven't already. Only if you care to do so. It might provide more insight. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful Ace of Cups group. Pile number 4. You picked the Ace of Cups. Are you a romantic at heart? You must be. I feel like you have a very big loving heart here, okay? Or there is love on the brain. And I just heard Rihanna's love on the brain. So that might be significant for some of you guys. I will put that card back in the tarot deck. I will be using this tarot deck for the first time. It is Fyodor Pavlov's tarot, this tarot deck right here. And you guys are the final pile here. And I'm absolutely loving the piles and the new tarot deck. Sorry, I keep dropping my wand. All right, so absolutely love, 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 love. The message is coming through. We're looking at what's new. What's the rebirth here? Is it a rebirth in an existing situation? Is this a whole new situation? What's new? What's this new energy? Because I feel as though collectively there is new energy coming in for you guys. Now, I haven't looked at these, so I do encourage you to come up with something you're going to see or hear that confirms indeed this is your pile. All right, use your intuition. It could be anything, a color, an object, whatever it may be, a word, a song, something here that, like I said, confirms your intuition, because there's no way of me knowing whether this is your message or not. Okay, so apply this to your situation. And if you want to skip ahead past this layout to the message, I will put that in the description box and in the pinned comment, and it will take you directly to your message. So we have the Hare. I don't think I've seen this card in this tarot deck, so interesting. And I normally do 3 piles, although I was encouraged to do 4. So hopefully you have a nice new message here for you guys. So we have Baby, number 3. Those of you guys who follow my channel know how I feel about seeing baby, because there's been a message here consistently about a birth, although it could be symbolic and a metaphor for a rebirth here, or birthing a new version of ourselves, which, I mean, this is all about newness. But baby coming out. Okay, let's lay all the cards out before we get into the reading here. Lovers. Oh my goodness. Number 21 or the number 3 again. So we have 2 3s coming out. We have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. We have Stag Spirits. Take the lead. 58. Number 13 is the Death card in the tarot, all about transformation and death. Okay, we have the Walker, the unknown, a journey. And look at these, what are they, sparrows? I don't know what kind of birds these are. Swallows, sorry, not sparrows, swallows. Beautiful card, the sun rising in the distant horizon. We have the Shaman, number 16 or the number 7. 7 is the Chariot in the tarot. 16, is that the Tower? Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing a tower here. We have Kairos, and this is 76. 76. Let's put Kairos right here. Actually, yeah, let's put Kairos right here. No. Sorry. I gotta do what feels right. Okay, interesting. We have disillusion, as my throat chakra is going. 65. Disillusion. Disillusion. We have freedom. You're free to do what you choose. Look at that. Dolphins. Angel. Okay, freedom. Starting fresh. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Interesting that this is all about new beginnings, and we have a new beginning. Well, clearly, that's what this is about, Spirit. So let's pull some tarot before we get into this reading, and we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message For beautiful pile number 4, I don't know if I called you pile 3. For pile 4, Spirit, clear and concise for the greatest and highest good. What is this new energy, this rebirth, this new energy coming in? For pile number 4, what should they be aware of? Thank you so, so much. Whatever you can share, clear and concise. I'm so grateful, so blessed. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, pile number 4, for allowing me to tap into your energy and the energy around you at this time. I'm so blessed, so grateful. Thank you so, so much. All right, so what do we have here for pile number 4? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life. Okay. We have 8 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Wands. We have the Devil, and this card's a little naughty. A little naughty, I'm not quite sure. Too much going on. Okay, so the Devil. And a whole bunch of cards barfed out. I do feel there's significance, so I'm going to put these kind of on the side over here. We'll take a look at them in a bit. Okay, so what do we have? Pile number 4. Well, there was a fear. We were a little skittish, and we were skittish of change here, okay? Because we were faced with a choice. We were faced with an opportunity here, and I feel in order for us to face an opportunity, we almost had to relinquish everything kind of as we know. Disillusion is kind of coming into a state of there's no real labels. It's kind of like almost like a liquid state of whatever might have existed. It's kind of going back to original state. There's an energy here of you kind of needing to act, okay? And where this comes from is a place of having to pull from within us the right timing, the right time to see, speak, and walk a truth here, because the Kairos is all about it being kind of the perfect time and place. And I feel like maybe it was never coming, or the decision was never really made, or the opportunity to do something here never really came. And I feel like this is something that would allow there to be healing for yourself. But I feel like there is definitely a journey ahead here. And I feel like this journey ahead is something that is going to allow you to explore a part of yourself that absolutely sets you into a true sense of freedom, okay? Because I feel as though you've been kind of in a situation maybe where you felt like you might have been free, or you wanted a sense of freedom here, but in order to choose what this real freedom would look like, there was a lot of fear. I feel you're a little bit skittish here because there was a need to act, a need to do something, a need to go after something here. I feel like you might have lost something here because of sitting on something or running away or not acting on something here. And I think there was an option or a decision, a choice that could have been made here to move along, collaborate, build something here. Some of you guys, this could involve following your true calling when it comes to work, and choosing this for yourself. like a new career path. And for others of you guys, it could very well be choosing a relationship here that you never really followed or pursued. That could have been the beginning of a family here, or planning some sort of destined path here that would bring happiness and a 10 of cups. But it would take some sort of dedication and commitment and effort, or you feel, in which you weren't able to take the lead here. And you were potentially needing to heal or start from the drawing board or trust some sort of journey here. And I feel like you've been trying to recover from something here, okay? This is like the spiritual warrior, the wounded warrior, where we've gone through a battle, a struggle here. So we're kind of in defense mode. We're not sure if we have it in us to take the lead. And the new energy here, I feel this is old energy. I feel this is old energy. I don't feel like this is new energy. I feel like something came apart, something that was challenging, something that was a struggle, something that you felt like took a beating, something maybe that you were kind of being held by. I feel like there's something toxic about this situation you're in or were in that was restricting you. And it could have been your own toxicity. Could be the way we are held back by our own fear. It could be addictions. Could be obsessions with certain things or ways of being here that I feel was limiting our own freedom to be happy, our own freedom to choose, our own freedom to start from anew. And I feel it eroded something here that we're having to heal from, or needing to heal from. We're needing to take charge here. We're experiencing grief due to a past action, a fear of starting new, maybe a fear of starting a family, a fear of changing career paths, or being dedicated here to a lover, or a choice or a decision here. And I do feel with the Kairos is an opportunity that kind of comes in the right time and the right place for us to take the lead, for us to walk down a path of the unknown that brings this healing that we're needing in order to set us free. So you may be getting the opportunity to start fresh here, and I don't know that you see this, okay? I feel like you might have been confrontational. I feel like there's a need to act here, though, okay? There's a need to act here. Let's see what these cards are kind of all about, because I still feel this is not really showing a lot of new stuff here for you. But yeah, transformation in this situation that's really transformed. I feel like there's been disillusion here, okay? Maybe there was a work that you're in that lays everybody off, okay? Now, I'm knock on wood, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but now that we're kind of forced to go to the drawing board, we're now kind of needing to look at a situation like, okay, I can't be committed to that workplace. I'm going to have to start from new. There's no more me and work. There's no more me and this person. There's no more, you know, whatever it is. It's kind of like it's dissolved to a nothing here, where we're having to start from the drawing board. So maybe we've been removed from an option here of choosing what our desire, our person, our family of choice here, of building something new, of stepping together to build something here. But I feel there is an opportunity here for you to see where there's an ability to transform something that you've experienced in the past that you might have been fearful or skittish of, okay? Because maybe the timing wasn't right. And I feel like this rabbit is talking to me about timing, although I don't think that's what it means. I'm getting timing from this, okay? The time wasn't right, so we might have been needing more healing, might have been trying to repair something here of ourselves. Maybe we're experiencing some sort of addiction or toxicity in our life that was not leaving us in the strength that we wanted. So we might have been fearful, we might have been skittish, okay? Spirit is saying that this rabbit is representing, I'm hearing, renewal and alertness. So that would make sense, because I was seeing old energy. So there's new energy here too. This alertness and this awareness is leading you to a transformation, because I think you've experienced something here in which you were losing something due to maybe running away or not taking a lead. And so we're now seeing the opportunity here, okay? We're now aware, we're seeing an opportunity where we're needing to transform because potentially we didn't have a choice. But I feel like the disillusion of something, so it could be, you know, like I said, the workplace no longer being available, or for whatever reason, we're no longer offered down a career path that we thought we were going, for whatever reason that's not working out. Maybe, you know, we were sticking to a situation here in which we were complacent in, even that, you know, puts us aside, where we're now having to start fresh. I feel like whatever's happening here is happening for a reason, and it's causing this transformation. But I feel like this is at a, this doesn't come with a lot of healing, okay? Or there's a lot of healing that happens in this process. I feel like you're really having to go through something here that is pulling out the strength in you. Because I feel like you're really beat up here, okay? But it's transforming you. Especially if you're tied in some toxic situation here, or having to overcome some sort of addiction here and break yourself free, okay? It's like it's left you in a state of, I want to say like nothing, but I mean there is something, but it's nothing here that you're able to work with. It's like you got to start from the ground up here, and that's what this is. Everything is kind of cleared away. So I feel like whatever was there is no longer there, because whatever timing wasn't in place. So now we're kind of having to see maybe what we were unable to transform here, which has resulted in us now identifying we need to take the lead in an unknown journey. We're doing a lot of healing from this, and this is what's going to set us into freedom, but it's going to take a lot of effort and work here, okay? But I feel like there is a 10 of Cups to be had, but we're really needing to embrace a sort of an attitude of act now, think later, and challenge whatever energies we were in. The Knight of Swords is very much one that fights for what they believe in, for a cause. Doesn't back down. Doesn't back down in fear, okay? Is not fearful. And allow for a fresh start here, because I feel like something's kind of dissolved. Okay, let's see. The Emperor, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the opposite of what I was feeling, like someone who is fearful of maybe taking the lead, or would rather, like, it sounds mean, I say would rather hide, and I don't know necessarily fear. Maybe it was in order to heal. Maybe it was because we felt broken, or we felt we weren't empowered to act. But I feel like the transformation here in this new energy is you're turning into this Emperor. Okay, you're turning into this empowered Emperor. This is divine masculine who faces a challenge, who steps into this new beginning, who puts in whatever energies they're needing to, the time and the commitment, in order to come closer to a 10 of Cups, okay? Maybe you feel like your family is at risk here, your future potential of a family, contentment, because I feel like there was a potential opportunity. That's exactly it. I understand losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it, an opportunity to build a family, come together, work together to build a legacy, a family, come together, make a choice. But I feel like that choice probably, whatever, timing didn't work here. We didn't choose it. We weren't empowered to do so because of whatever energies we were in. So I do feel like, yeah, this Knight of Wands is someone who is very much like this Knight of Swords. You know, two very fast moving knights, where it's again like act now, think later. But this Knight of Wands doesn't really have a plan so much as the desire to move forward and kind of the momentum and the empowerment to move forward. The Knight of Swords has a very precise plan, has a conviction, has an understanding here. So I feel like now there's an understanding of why we want to passionately move forward towards something here, and we're empowered to do so. But it requires us transforming, and this new energy is us transforming ourselves. Look at this King of Cups. Okay, so wow, we're embracing an emperor who's empowered, who's taking charge. This is divine masculine energy. Okay, taking the bull by the horns, taking the lead. And I feel like this is really recognizing our own emotions, getting in touch with our own emotions. Okay, we might be passionately driven because of an emotion here. The King of Cups is the king in the tarot deck, which feels the deepest, okay? Deep, deep, deep sense of love here. He has a deep sense of emotions. It's just you would never really know it because the King of Cups isn't one to be all that expressive or even follow or chase up on his emotions here because he's more held back, okay? And I feel like this King of Cups is standing up, which is a rarity because the King of Cups is always sitting in his throne, not moving, just kind of in his feels. I think this King of Cups is ready to offer his emotions here. And I feel this King of Cups is ready to offer abundance. I'm getting Empress energy from this, this lily. Lilies could be significant. And I feel like he's off his throne because I think he's come in touch with understanding that emotion sitting within, not being acted upon, is just that. So he needs to stand up and be empowered and offer a cup. And this could be chasing one's pursuit, chasing one's passion, being honest with how one feels in order to make something of it, have an emotional new beginning for self, because one cup here, okay, for himself. Doesn't have to be a him, although I'm feeling divine masculine, because I feel like something dissolved. Maybe there's an opportunity and a decision that was supposed to be made here that didn't get made, or that is kind of the opportunity to start new here. But we're having to really dissolve what we know, and maybe you still have this opportunity on the table. I don't feel you do, because I feel like you're sensing some grief, unless you're just tired of being in this energy, because I feel like the new energy here is exactly what Spirit said. It's renewal and awareness. We now can see that it's time to act. The time's now with the Kairos. This is all about being at the right place, the right time, the right circumstances happening. Although the unknown and a journey here is like, we're not quite sure, right? Again, the 3 swallows. This is swallows are freedom. And because there's 3, I feel like there's something about collaborating with another to build an empire, something you couldn't create on your own, that you could only create with another here out of a deep sense of love. And for a lot of you guys who are resonating with the career, passion, pursuit, this is following that career. That is the thing you love, chasing that pursuit in that career so you can work in the field that you love with the people you love to build something here, okay? And I do feel as though it is in line with what you want for yourself. I'm seeing Ace of Cups here. You might want to go see the Ace of Cups. Oh, you are the Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness, sorry. Brain farts, you're the Ace of Cups. Pile number 4, you chose that. Why you chose that? This is how I'm ending the reading, because you now recognize this is the new energy. As this King of Cups, as this beautiful Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, you embrace your emotions. Although maybe at one time it feared you and it kept you not empowered, you're now standing up, ready to accept what it is you love for yourself. Fill your own cup. Offer a cup. Pursue the cup. I feel you're making an offering here. Okay, but you're also bringing it in towards you. And it took you standing up. And I feel you're standing up here, okay, in order to get really empowered here. This is a huge transformation for you, because I don't think you've been in this energy. Very empowered. And look, he's delivering a scroll. He's delivering information. I feel like there's a plan here you're very certain about, okay? You're communicating something, and I feel like the timing is right. And I don't feel like you're going to be held back anymore. I feel like you've been beat up. I feel like you've been experiencing some toxic energies here, maybe the way you've been, or like I said, something about your environment that's held you back. You're committed and dedicated here, and I do feel it brings you this 10 of Cups. You're in search of your 10 of Cups, okay? This is coming together with another, and it could be coming into your career to build so that you can build a legacy for you and your family, okay? But it's pursuing your own happiness here. So this is beautiful. I have Scorpio, Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Capricorn. All right. Shaman, you are a healer too. I think you heal yourself in this process with the shaman. I really feel you bring healing to yourself here. What an experience. All right, so this is coming in for you guys. Beautiful pile number 4. Absolutely love it. Self-love is all the Ace of Cups. So I do feel this love for yourself and this love for your pursuit, this passion and the dedication you are investing in your transformation and of letting go what's not serving you in order for you to see this choice, this destined path in front of you. But you have to choose it, okay? So Spirit will put the path in front of us, but we still have to choose. We still have to stand up. We still have to empower ourselves to get moving and break away from anything holding us back. All right? That's what true freedom is about. All right. Love, compassion. I will see you guys soon. Bye.